E nós vamos dar continuação a este especial de verão, aqui a partir da cidade de Brampton, com uma entrevista a alguém muito especial que tem um profundo relacionamento com a comunidade luso-canadiana, mas também com a comunidade a que pertence aqui de Brampton. Originário de Toronto, ele representa o Award 1 e 5, por isso a região de Peel, e tem feito todos os possíveis para melhorar e engrandecer, claro, o seu povo e a sua cidade. Ora, vamos dar as boas-vindas a Paul Vicente. Muito obrigado por ter vindo. Now in English, we have the privilege to announce that we are going to interview someone that has been working hard to build that city better and better well known. I have here with me Paul Vincent from the City Hall. Thank you for coming. We thank you very much for the time that you are going to spend sharing with us not only your talents, but especially what the city has been doing.
It is my pleasure, Nuno, and it's really a pleasure to have you covering things here in Brampton and to be here in our lovely downtown.
Vamos falar um bocadinho em português. We are going to talk a little bit in Portuguese, but also in English to be able to not only address the Portuguese Canadians, but also the Canadians. And our first question is, this city has been growing a lot on a fast pace with a lot of challenges. What have you been seeing that has been done here in Brampton during the last years?
Well, you know, Brampton is a wonderful city. It's been here for about 170 years or so. And, you know, in the city of Brampton, we have a lot of people who come from Portugal. My parents came to Canada a long time ago, and I actually settled here when I was 11 years old. And Brampton has grown tremendously, in particular in the past 30 or so years. It is a city that is very green and very lush. We're surrounded by beautiful parks, amazing creeks, and the parks and the creeks in some ways, in my view, define the city because our communities surround these natural heritage areas. And so if you come to Brampton and if you visit our city, you may find it beautiful in the sense that there is a lot of history here, particularly in downtown Brampton. We have beautiful homes and beautiful buildings in the downtown which speak to our past. O passado desta parte de Brampton tem muita história e quando uma pessoa vem a esta cidade, vê-se essa história ao vivo aqui, particularmente aqui na Baixa. E temos muitos aspectos que para as famílias, para gente jovem, há muitas possibilidades para uma pessoa poder crescer, desenvolver e trabalhar, não é? E ter uma família e viver num sítio onde há muita paz e muito apoio na comunidade.
I would ask you, please, to select 3 of the most important challenges during this process of growing that you have been overcoming while you have been in the City Hall working.
So I would say growth, and growth. Because, you know, when you have a city that has so many positives about it, it's no wonder that so many people want to live here. We're in the middle of the GTA, as it were. But, you know, folks from all over the GTA and beyond, they come to Brampton because we have beautiful communities. The prices may not be as high as they are in Toronto. That surely is something that is attractive to many people. But we have wonderful neighborhoods with schools and green spaces and beautiful homes. And so it's no wonder to me, and it's no wonder to everyone that lives here, that Brampton has a lot to offer.
Now let's focus on the market from all the producers, agriculture producers, the farmers that are so important for our living. And tell us more about the main issue. Why did that started? What was in mind?
Well, you know, we have a wonderful farmers market. It happens throughout the summer on Saturday mornings, and it's hosted here by the city of Brampton. And we play host to a number of people who bring fresh goods from all across the province. You can buy fresh produce here, you can buy craft beers, you have specialty items like craft honey, and you know, there's also the community aspect, because when you're out in an open space, you know, it's just a great place to be. You feel good when you're walking down the streets. Eu lembro-me, quando eu era pequeno, em Portugal, particularmente na área de Fátima, eu mais a minha mãe, nós visitávamos um mercado. E este mercado não é muito diferente dos mercados que acontecem em todas as partes de Portugal, e por nós é um sítio onde a comunidade vem conviver, é possível adquirir produtos frescos, e é importante porque as pessoas que vêm aqui não só porque precisam de comprar alguma coisa, mas também porque querem ter uma boa forma de vida, caminham, um bocadinho de exercício, etc. Tudo bom. É tudo bom.
It's everything good around here.
It is.
And now let's talk politics.
Sure, no problem.
The election are just coming, knocking on the door. What are your expectations?
Well, you know, elections are happening all across Ontario this fall on October the 24th. In each municipality, but particularly here in the city of Brampton, residents have an opportunity to look at the platforms, to look at candidates, and to select mayors, councillors, and school trustees. The municipal level of government, Nuno, really is the level of government that is closest to the people. It affects literally everything in your life around where you live, whether it's your streets, your garbage, the quality of the water, everything that affects your city and how you live day to day is impacted by decisions that are made by the municipality and here in Brampton at City Hall. And so with election coming, we of course have one very important message to people, and that is exercise your rights, exercise your franchise to vote. Particularmente para os portugueses que estão ouvindo este programa hoje. Aqui em Brampton temos a grande sorte de termos dois membros do concílio que são de origem portuguesa. Eu, Paulo Vicente, claramente, mas também o Sr. Martim Medeiros, que também é um vereador aqui na cidade de Brampton. E isto é uma grande coisa, particularmente para os portugueses. E a nossa mensagem para vocês que estão em casa é isto: não se esqueçam de votar. O vosso voto é muito importante e nós queremos dizer a todos vocês, em qualquer dia que precisam de algum apoio ou precisam de alguma ajuda, é os vossos vereadores nos seus locais que estão sempre dispostos a dar ajuda, e portanto é sempre importante ter um contacto com os vereadores da vossa área. E sempre, eu sei que, ou se for eu, ou se for o Sr. Martim Medeiros, nós estamos sempre dispostos a dar apoio a vocês. Portanto, não se esqueçam de fazerem o vosso voto. Este ano vai ser no dia 24 de outubro e também vai haver oportunidades, Nuno, para as pessoas poderem votar antes do dia dos votos, porque temos o advance vote.
Já me poupou a última questão. You saved me from the last question. That was, why should we vote on someone like you and Mr. Medeiros? And you just said everything so regarding that.
And as I said, you know, in Brampton, we're so lucky from the Portuguese community to have two people who can speak Portuguese and can help you with your issues.
Of course, you also talk to Canadian community as well as Luso-Canadian community. What would you say in our last words? And we invite you, and you leave the micro with you for a couple of words before we finish our interview.
I would say that I've been living in Brampton for the better part of my life, 40 years, and I love this city. It is a city that has been good for me and my family, and myself, and in Wards 1 and 5, together with Councillor Rowena Santos, we have had the deep privilege of serving the residents of Wards 1 and 5 for the past 4 years. Brampton is a growing city and it comes with a lot of challenges. We know that with more growth, we need to think more smartly about how we develop the city, because we want to make sure that Brampton is green, sustainable, and offers opportunities for young people. It's one of the reasons why we work so hard to bring more post-secondary institutions to Brampton. We're very proud, Nuno, that in this term of office, we brought forward a new medical school which will be opening here in the city of Brampton through Toronto Metropolitan University, formerly Ryerson. And so in terms of creating opportunities for people, that remains our priority, and to keeping Brampton as a sustainable and green city as it can be.
One more time, thank you for your time to share with us such amount of beautiful things about Brampton. And para aqueles que estão lá em casa, pois nós vamos dar continuação já a seguir com mais música. Vamos trazer muita alegria, muita animação neste dia em que o sol nos visitou. E, claro, nós convidamos de facto a seguir a ficar connosco. Voltamos já!